It's that time again. I haven't posted a roadmap for a long while, but here we are. The plans for the upcoming banners in Genshin Impact have shifted quite a bit, which is why I want to share every new detail with you today. Confirmed information, reliable rumors, and even my own speculations will all be covered in this video. But before anything else, I want to give you a quick heads up. I'll only be talking about the new characters who will be released during the Nodcry patches. Remember that everything in this video is subject to change. Nothing here is officially confirmed by MiHoYo. These details come from trusted leakers. On top of that, I'm giving away 5 Welkins in this video. All you need to do is like the video and leave a comment. The winners will be announced exactly 1 week from today. And if you're looking to save up to 35%, check out LDShop.gg. LDShop is one of the biggest and most trusted top-up sites for games like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and more. With over 90,000 5-star reviews, LDShop is a trusted choice, and I personally recommend it since I've used it multiple times myself. I'll purchase the 3,280 Genesis Crystal Pack, which costs $50 in-game, but on LDShop, I'm getting it for just $37. All I have to do is choose my server, enter my UID, and in less than a minute, the crystals show up in my account. If it's your first time buying Genesis crystals, don't worry. LDShop will still give you double the amount since every purchase goes through the official top-up system. When you're a new user, LDShop gives you a 15% off coupon right away. Every pack already comes with around 20% off, so your first purchase can save you up to 35%. If you sign up using my link below, you'll also get an extra 5% off on top. And once you've spent $80 in a month, you'll automatically unlock VIP status, which gives you a free Welcome Moon, access to exclusive coupons, and weekly coupons. First, let's quickly go over what's coming in version 6.0 because some of you might have missed the official livestream. In the first phase, we'll see Lauma alongside Nahida, with the addition of the Sumeru Chronicled Wish banner, essentially another chance to pick up characters you might have missed from that region. Then, in the second phase, we're looking at banners featuring Flynn's and Yellen. Now let's actually start with version 6.1 banners. If you've been following leaks for a while, you probably already know that Nefer is expected to receive a banner. This information has been widely reported by multiple reliable leakers. When I say widely, I mean almost every trusted source has confirmed the same thing. Nefer will be a 5-star character who wields a catalyst and functions as a main DPS. She's built around the brand new reaction called Lunar Bloom, which seems to be one of the defining mechanics of the Nodcry region. We actually know a little about her kit already. Typically, when Hydro and Dendro react, they produce Dendro cores on the field. However, when Nefer triggers that same reaction, instead of spawning Dendro cores, the reaction strengthens her Lunar Bloom damage directly. This might sound confusing on paper, but it's basically a way to funnel the power of that reaction straight into her own abilities rather than leaving Dendro cores on the ground. It's definitely something we'll need to see in action through gameplay leaks to fully understand. Alongside Nefer, another character is expected, Jehoda, a 4-star Anemo Bow user. Details about her abilities haven't been revealed yet, but more information will likely surface closer to the version's release. Moving on to version 6.2. This update is shaping up to be one of the most highly anticipated because it's the debut of Durin. Durin is expected to be a 5-star Pyro character who functions more as a support or sub-DPS rather than a main DPS, which surprised many players. Given his lore as a dragon, most assumed he would be an overwhelming powerhouse, but making him a support allows him to fill a unique role while still being very powerful. It's already being said that both Durin and Columbina are the strongest characters planned for the early Nodcry patches. For now, Durin is the only new character strongly tied to version 6.2, though more could always be added later. Now let's talk about version 6.3. The spotlight here falls on Columbina, who has been one of the most talked about figures leading into Nodcry. She is essentially the Archon figure of this region, and that was even teased during the 6.0 livestream in the Archon's only promotional art. Columbina will be a 5-star Hydro character. However, as of now, we don't know any specifics about her kit. No confirmed weapon, no abilities, no talent information. All we can do is wait for gameplay leaks or an official reveal. Given her importance as the Archon, expectations are incredibly high, and it's unlikely that MiHoYo will disappoint. Hopefully. For lore fans, many people wonder if she has officially left the Fatui Harbingers, and the upcoming Archon quests in Nod Cry are expected to shed light on this. That's when you will see what happened between the Tsaritsa and Columbina. What we do know is that Columbina is being described as the single strongest playable character in the entire 6.x cycle. Some leakers have even suggested that players pick up Aino, who is free because she can provide a bit of utility that resembles Columbina's role. Of course, Columbina will still be the superior option, but grabbing Aino as a freebie can help build toward that synergy. For version 6.4, things take an interesting turn. We'll be halfway through the Nod Cry patches at this point, and historically, this is when HoYoverse tends to introduce characters from outside the region. According to older leaks, we can expect an entirely new 5-star female character who will join the standard banner after her debut. More recent information points toward Varka finally making his appearance as well. It's possible that both of these characters will share this patch. The unknown girl debuting and then moving into the standard banner pool afterward, and Varka being featured in his own event banner. If MiHoYo only releases Varka in this version without another new limited character, that could be a strong signal that he's the destined one for the standard banner. That's just speculation, of course, but it makes sense given how the company has handled certain characters in the past. Either way, version 6.4 looks like it will introduce at least one standard banner edition and possibly mark the long-awaited arrival of Varka. In version 6.5, we're expected to finally see Nicole. Some of you might not recognize the name right away, but Nicole is a member of the Hexenzirkel, the same group that Alice, Klee's mother, belongs to. This already makes her a very important lore character with strong ties to the story. Sadly, no concrete details about her kit exist yet, which makes sense given how far ahead 6.5 is. What we do know is that her release will be a big moment for the narrative side of the game, expanding our knowledge of the Hexenzirkel and their role in Teyvat. For now, Nicole appears to be the only character tied to version 6.5. Then comes version 6.6, which might be one of the most hyped patches in the entire Nod Cry cycle. This is when Alice herself, the founder of the Hexenzirkel and Klee's mother, is expected to debut. Rumors suggest she'll be a 5-star Pyrocatalyst DPS. Players have been waiting for her release for years, and her role in the lore has made her one of the most mysterious and powerful figures outside of the Archons. While we don't know her exact abilities yet, her very presence in the playable roster will be a huge moment. She is also likely to be the only new character introduced in version 6.6, making the patch feel like a celebration of her arrival. Finally, let's discuss version 6.7. Some region tends to feature both its Archon and at least one Fatui Harbinger as playable characters. Since Columbina fills the Archon role for Nod Cry, the Harbinger slot belongs to Sandrone. That's right, we'll be getting Sandrone as a playable character in 6.7. This means Nod Cry will actually give us 2 Harbingers in total, Columbina and Sandrone. It's a bold move, but it suggests MiHoYo is accelerating the rollout of Harbinger characters as we move closer to the Cryo region. With Snezhnaya looming on the horizon, it makes sense for the developers to start releasing more Harbingers at a faster pace, so that they don't all pile up at the very end. There won't be a new character in version 6.8. That's the roadmap as it currently stands, from Nefer's introduction in 6.1 all the way to Sandrone in 6.7. Keep in mind that all of this information is still based on leaks and speculation, which means things could change before release. But as of now, this gives us a clear idea of how the Nod Cry patch cycle might unfold, and it's shaping up to be one of the most exciting arcs in Genshin's history. So what do you think? Who are you planning to pull for? Let me know in the comments. Oh, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications. Until next time.